We back with some more Magicraft, baby. Hope you guys are doing well and are ready for a Poison Reaper run. This class, when done right, is very strong, but it's also very niche. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. And in order to show you guys a run properly, I've pretty much banned everything. I banned so much stuff. I absolutely murdered the amount of things that are available to come up in terms of spells, and it is going to be a very specific set of powers that I'm going into, and I'll show you guys a little bit about how this works. So as you can tell, we start off with a Shadow Serpent spell, but probably are not going to really lean into this. The Shadow Serpent build is good, but it's normal. Like, there's so many other fun ways to apply poison. We start off with Venom Crystal and Shadow Serpent, and the cool thing about the Reaper is that poison stacks by 3. Also, every single time you get 3 identical spells in your inventory, you will auto craft them if they're craftable. Treant Shoulder Guards is perfect here. You might say, Z, you passed up Prospector's Pickaxe. We aren't going to be going for damage percentage. We're going to be going essentially for Venom, because you can scale it much higher, okay? So, for starters, yesterday I got a comment that said, hey Z, why don't you do a run on a new save file to show new players how it would be to get started? And honestly, the type of builds that I'm showing right now, it's very hard to get this unless you've got a bunch of meta progression. So if you guys do want to see that, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. I am more than happy. Emberheart is just nice to have. I am more than happy to do that for y'all. But you have to let me know, because I know some people want to see high level gameplay, since they're able to just play the game and not have to worry about, you know, like, well, it's going to be 100 hours, but I want to see some things that I can't currently do. So yeah, just let me know. Electrify Crown is good. We already know that. Immunity to slow effects, except those cause... I don't think so. I think Electrified Crown is good for us here. We're going to take a little hit and get Electrified Crown level 2. That was pretty lackluster there. All right, let's try to get some relics now. We're going to be going a lot for spells as well. Our spells tend to do very good. Well, spell rooms tend to be very good, because almost everything that we are that we're getting is choice, because we banned so many things. But don't get it twisted. We can still get a lot of spells that we don't want, okay? You can't ban everything. You can only ban a certain amount of items, so it becomes increasingly harder to get the kind of build that you want. But just like in most roguelike games, if you're going for a specific build, it always seems that the spells that you're looking for are very elusive, okay? I think going for Soulbone Crown is fine here. That's temporary shield that will also help us to preserve our Treant Shoulder Guards. We'll go for spells here. So yeah, yesterday, man, cool, y'all. I'm sorry I missed the upload yesterday, first of all. And I will be doing some other games too. For those of you that are like Z, you played Magicraft like 12 times in a row. Listen, it's doing very good on the channel, and as a YouTuber, I kind of have to do what people want, you know? I got a lot of attention from Joe's channel when he did Magicraft, and I wanted to make sure that the people got their whistle wet. But it's important to know that if I do not have Magicraft up, that I have over 100 Magicraft videos on my old channel, and it's linked in a playlist at the end of this video, so you guys make sure to check that out. We'll go with Boundary Stone Stand and Laser here, even though neither of those do really what I want them to do right now. I will do okay. Actually, Boundary Stone Stand and Laser do okay right here. Like, but the problem is you kind of have to roll it like this if you want the Venom to happen. And I'll show you what it looks like on this boss. It is a little bit more straightforward than using the snakes. But you'll see that he's already taken like a significant amount of poison damage. And that only adds over time. Until we get like tracking, it takes a little while to really scale that up. But all right, let's see. Time stasis. Automatically charging a slot actually kind of does what we're trying to do right now, so that's fine. And we can roll this over, which is perfect. So now I shoot even faster because the post energy slot already starts working. And if I'm standing still, I do very, very good here. All right, that actually works out pretty well. Let's go next. So yeah, I think that all in all, I am good. Like, Sephiria just came out with a new update. If you guys haven't played Sephiria, if y'all have been watching the MAGICRAFT videos and have heard me talk about Dungreed, which is the OST that's playing right now. It's what I use because there's copyright music on these on MAGICRAFT. The Dungreed OST is the developers of the game Dungreed, which is one of my favorite roguelikes of all time, has a second game that they made called Sephiria, and it is amazing. It's also an extremely well-made roguelite, and it's still in development. So every once in a while they come out with big updates, and they just released one with a new weapon and a new chapter and content. And I already have some Sephiria videos on my channel, and I want to do more. That's another game that I covered a lot. At MAGICRAFT and Sephiria, just to give you guys an example of how good Sephiria is. Y'all are cultured with you know, gamers of taste because you like MAGICRAFT. Last year, I said to myself in one of my videos, I was like, if I had to choose game of the year, it would be between MAGICRAFT and Sephiria. Now, I put a lot more hours into MAGICRAFT because, I mean, technically it did better in terms of views on my older channel. But Sephiria was amazing. And it was less complete, so not as many. I played it early before there were even 3 chapters, I think, and yeah, it just takes a little. It takes a lot for me to say, okay, this was a potential game of the year type deal. You know, I might title my videos with the classic, you know, oh God, this game is addictive or whatever, and most of the time I do. I have a lot of fun playing all the games that I play on my channel. I don't play a game unless I like it, or unless I think it's just very, very interesting, like it has a really unique system or synergy. At times, you know, I'll play a game for 4 hours if it's just a demo, and I'll be like, well, that was a fun demo. You know, it was amazing while it lasted, but there's not much more content than that. But there are some amazing concepts out there, and it's good to know that they're still doing roguelikes in a way that can surprise you sometimes. But yeah, Sephiria is pretty good. So we're going to be doing some more Sephiria content. And the next few days it will be raining. And now that I got most of my projects out of the way IRL, or at least the bulk of it is out of the way IRL, I am going to be doing a number of videos in the next couple days. So that's exciting. Yeah, I missed yesterday's upload because I had a sewer project from hell, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow, and it'll be the end of the dry weather, and I was working with a tractor, so in order not to make a big mess and to be able to work effectively, I kind of needed to do that. Finite gloves are amazing. They cause detonation at random intervals, killing half of the non-boss enemies on the field. Not real good for bosses, but good all in all. I think Fall makes this amazing. I think Rebound makes it amazing as well. Until I get tracking, though, this is not going to be as good as it can be. So, but it is pretty good. One thing that's really cool about Fall that you don't really notice right away, you're like, well, you're kind of doing the same thing as you would be doing if you would just be like shooting. And that is not the case. Tracking is perfect here. That is actually not the case. Fall actually adds a small bit of radius, okay? So when you see the little green circular dot where it's falling at, it gives it some radius. Typically, laser does not have any radius, the effect radius, but because it has fall, which gives a 1 meter radius, and it gets bigger, by the way. You can expand this. It can do some really, really interesting stuff. So I will be going for sort of a build like this, very automated. But adding tracking will now allow me to keep my laser contained. And there are a certain number of wands and stuff that can just do some really amazing crap with this. But we have 123 bucks right now. We will go for the shop. We're gonna grab another fall here. We don't need navigate. We want shield for the boss. We also want a key. We also should have checked this before we went too far, but could potentially get a really good set of potions here. Discount potion we definitely want for the Scarlet Relic room. Holy water is good to have because it removes a curse. Unstable red I don't think we need. Emergency potion is good for a boss as well. And refresh. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. It's only $6. We did spend more money than I set out to at first, but that's okay. Let us, and you might say, Z, take damage. Nah. Venom, I don't think Venom is scaled by damage, but the amount of damage that we do with Venom is primarily going to come from this. Okay, so that doesn't equate to a number that's affected by damage percent. And if it is, it's just not, it's not incredibly, it's not crazy, okay? Trident is good because you get multi-shot, but I don't think I'm really worried about that. I want to search for two things. Wooden stick is okay, Shattered Scepter. I'm literally looking for something that has stuff like this. Every enemy hit. This can be really good. 1.7 though. Maybe this is good. No, it's with this wand that it does that. Or is it? Is it for every enemy hit? Yeah, you need to hit enemies with this. So, for this to happen like so, we would need... I am casting extra. It's good. If I put fall on here... Huh. Oh no, that's not what I want. Fall. And you'll see that the blue laser comes down too. Okay, now we're starting to get interesting, okay? Now we are starting to get interesting. I do think right now it's novelty, okay? But it won't be for long. What I want to do is take this away, put this expansion stone here, stretch it out, then put my laser, and then put another boundary stone of time. Now it's even faster, and I can stack up a lot more DPS, okay? That adds up pretty darn quick, all right? So yeah, anyway, the rain is coming, and I needed to get some project done pretty fast. I roughly dug with the tractor. I had this tool on it called a middle buster, pretty much a plow, okay? It kind of splits the earth and kind of spreads it. Uh-oh, that was a little too close to the edge. Anyway, I had the middle buster going on the tractor, and turns out when you use this thing, it creates a lot of excess earth on the sides of the ditch that you dig. But it's unfortunate that even if you try to put it like even if you try to put it back with the tools that are available in the tractor, what ends up happening is it ends up backfilling. So it creates a lot of work for you to get that dirt out the way. And I did that a lot by hand, which is not easy because I have a shoulder injury right now. And it is, man, let me tell you, I've been pulling a lot, okay? I've been pulling on a lot of dirt lately, and it's crazy. Deed Witness is very, very interesting for that expansion type deal that I was telling you about. Right now, it's not necessary, but I will put it on here just to give Fall a bigger radius for now. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Let's go see what we get in the Scarlet Relic room. We could do a reboot key, which I don't think we're going to do that. Restores equivalent HP when picking up coins. This can be extremely good. Reboot key, no. I'm gonna refresh these guys. I want something better. The blood key is fine. Hourglass of time is also fine. I could have used a discount potion on it, but I don't want these. I would rather use it on something else, and I think I would just wait, okay? So yeah, not the best Scarlet Relic room in the world, but it's okay. We have regular relics that we can go for here, so it's fine. I would love something to make me a little bit more resilient to damage. I would love something. Like just more shielding or anything like that would be great. Would be good. All right, let's see what we can get here. Cloud Piercer is not really relevant. Healing Belt can be good. That's just going to give me more options for that stuff. Honestly, Stealth would be amazing here. All right, I am usually very bad at this, so it's in the middle here. So we could do this, this, middle, right. Oh gosh, I think it's left. Dang it. All right, I ended up getting one curse, causing a strong slow. We can actually remove that right away, so it's all good. And we got some max HP because of belt. Pretty good. Max HP and MP. All right, we are going to visit the shop here because I need to look for Venoms specifically. This is also good to have right now. Extra keys are also good. Extra shield is also good. But now we don't have enough money to buy this, which we don't really need. I'm going to re-roll the split until I hopefully see a Venom. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. Now we're going to take away this range boost because it's not as relevant as having another Venom here. And that is going to be pretty good. The rebound is good. Yeah, we definitely want this. Everything else right now is just whatever. But it's going to get much better. Trust me, it's going to get much better. We need cash, but I think we're going to get that anyway. Whoa. Okay, these things got to get close to you in order to hit them. But you'll see, like, the last tick of DPS on these things are like 126. So I am stacking poison a lot. And right now, it's not the best for room clear. But trust me, it will get amazing. I know I said I wanted something defensive. But increasing the speed at the way that this happens is also very, very good. Let's go with relics again. Dodge all of that mess. So yeah, anyway, yesterday I had to finish up and your boy got a lot of sun, and today I feel like poo-poo. Poo-poo is bad. Temporary shield with the soul bone crown is good. You might say mind lock hole's good. See, it is if you're going for DPS. Honestly, soul bone crown is better for me right now because DPS is an afterthought. Most of our damage is going to come from poison, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, in the midst of the last couple weeks, man, this project has just been ugh. So I'm on borrowed time because my dad needs his tractor at some point. And then I had a septic system backup, and I had to call Roto-Rooter, which was like $300. And that was because every time I'd order fittings for the redo of my septic tank system, they were incorrect. The description on Amazon was wrong. I am literally upgrading from like, if you guys know what PVC is, it's like those white pipes that you see. Water pipes and stuff. Basically, I'm upgrading from that to a tubing, like drip irrigation, but the same size. Magic upgrade is amazing. And I will do boundary stone time here. So magic upgrade, it boosts the level cap of the poison here. So if I do the magic upgrade there, it will do that. And if I take away, man, in order to do this, I need to take away Rebound, which is bad. Huh. How about if I just try it without rebound and stuff? Because this, I want to be able to do this. Oh, but I need fall, man. I need fall. No, we definitely need to do fall here. But we don't need tracking if that's the case. And we can still do rebound, but it will do that. Which is still more area of effect. I need more wand space, guys. I need more wand space, big time. That's where I'm bottlenecking right now. But yeah, this is bananas. So this is gonna be a lot more poison in general. It's very good. I could take away time, but it slows it down quite a bit. If I did that, and we still did tracking, yeah. Maybe that is better in general. All right. And in terms of this, I think I still am okay in doing this and laser. Like so. So I do get more damage like this. It's not as impressive because it's not doing poison, but it is what it is. And let's go to the coin room here. So yeah, you should see, what were we doing, like 168 on some of the larger enemies? 216 on some very, very tiny boys. So that's good, man. That's really good. So yeah, I've been upgrading pipe and tubing and getting incorrect fittings, and because I had to wait so long on the right fittings to actually come in, I was turning the septic system off, which ended up causing a backup, and I had to call Roto-Rooter out here, which cost a few $100 to fix, and they told me that my septic system was completely out of code, that I needed to change a bunch of pipes or I was going to keep having the same problem. So guys, I gotta tell you, it's just been it's crazy. Okay, we want magic bullet for sure, but I think area boost right now, and well, I'm gonna take cast, but right now I think magic bullet is probably better. And I can tell you why, because instead of laser, I'm gonna do magic bullet here. Yeah, and that works pretty good. Now you might say, Z, what you want to do is use area boost on the Venom crystal, and I would say that would be extremely well, but let me show you what happens. If I take Venom crystal, oh wait, if I take Venom crystal and put it here, what happens is that all of these spells are in their own little bubble, so they are not affected by Venom. See how you get the little exclamation point? It's not considered a spell on the right because it's in its own little bubble. It's called a post slot. So that doesn't actually do what I want. What I can do though is take time and put it here, and that gives me more charge speed on here, which can be very, very good. So that's what I'm going to do for now, and it turns everything into a charge slot, which is good. Now if I would put this, yeah, I can't right now, but it's possible that I could get it to where I am making it. Anyway, let's go with relics again here and see what I can do. Currently, I'm not needing to press any buttons either. Everything is automated. So if there was a defensive wand that I can get, or a relic that would give me invisibility, for instance, it would be really good because I'm not having to cast any spells manually, so to speak. Okay, let's grab this. We do have a chest up there that I might want to grab. Improves visibility, don't want that. Yeah, sure, we'll get a potion upgrade. Even though this is very, very tight, you can get these, by the way. Yeah. Did I already mention the new video? I don't know, because I started a run with this, but I wasn't quite awake yet. Like I said, I'm a little bit lethargic from all the sun and stuff, and it took me a little while to get going. I felt like my commentary was just off. And I was like, no, that's not a good video. I'm just gonna redo it. I needed some practice and some wake up time. But anyway, if you guys want to see starting off from the beginning in MAGICRAFT, let me know. I don't remember if I talked about it or not, but I had a request to maybe start off on a fresh save file to show you guys how to do a lot of how to play MAGICRAFT without that's 70 coins here. Let's try shop. I'm trying to play MAGICRAFT without all the meta progression. So if y'all want to see that, let me know. I'm curious to see what my DPS looks like here too, but Mimic Cube is good because it's technically could be poison as well. So we got that. This is Energizer Wand. Boost damage, no, we don't need to worry about that. Split can be very good. Right now it's not too great, but can be very good. Rune Hammer can also be good for this build, but I don't want to spend my last slot on not trying to get Venom, so just bear with me for a little bit. Restless, we don't need that. We don't need any more of the shields right now. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Venom. Okay, so now Venom can go into this and can go into the Mimic Cube. And now my magic bullets raining down are actually doing mimics too. Now, instead of that, Magic Bullet is a debuff spell. I'm not really depending on it for damage, so it's fine without having this, alright? Going with lasers here, do the same thing as I was doing earlier, except it's doubled now. And instead of range boost, we're going to put split, because that is just going to create a little bit of splurts. It's going to create a little bit of splurting, and that does some pretty good stuff. Alright. That's what we're going to go with for now. Now I can do some serious DPS to stuff. Serious. And I have a little bit more range and a little bit more spread. Okay. Works out pretty well for me, I think. And I can literally aim this everywhere without any boundaries because there's fall on it. So yeah. Boundary Stone cast. I think we just go with both splits here. And just keep Boundary Stone cast for later. Shield Potion is good. Some more keys are good. And we'll go with money. Yeah, we'll go for money. Anyway, that's enough of sewer talk, guys. That's enough for Suic and Septic and all of this talk. The important thing to know is your boy made it. The land ain't pretty because I still did a lot of tilling and stuff. And I need rain and time and stuff for all that to finish up. But got my cat neutered the other day. Actually, my cat came back from being neutered yesterday. I had another cat a little while back. I talked about this in one of my other videos. For those of you that wanted to know how the cat is doing, cat is doing great. Got bit or stung by something and had a big old like abscess on its side that ruptured and had to rush it to the hospital. And let's just say things got a little bit crazy for a little while. But my other cat, they were both needing to be neutered for a while. I didn't know a whole lot about male cat neutering, okay? It turns out that it doesn't change their personality much. And they can be really, really troubled by like hormone issues and stuff like that. And they roam a lot. And that's one of the reasons that my little buddy got... I'm going to take hexagonal die here. I love the bunny ears, by the way, for this particular build, but I'm not going to go with it right now. So yeah, anyway, they told me, yeah, you should neuter your cat, Z. And I decided that I was going to neuter my cat. And I did. And it turned out great. So I had to go and get my cat neutered. Well, when the cat had the cyst busted, that was the 3 bottoms, right? And then left. Hold on. 3 bottoms left. Wow, that was super luck. Essence, I don't need. No, Essence of Soul, I'll be able to re-roll that. But anyway, while he was under by having the cyst rupture surgery or whatever, the vet was like, hey, for an extra $20 I can neuter him now if you want me to do that. I was like, yes. So the other one still hadn't been neutered, and he was starting to do some food dominance things, and he was a little clingy, like wanting to kind of try to mate with my other male cat, which wasn't really down with that. Like, he don't swing that way. So yeah, it was getting to where I was like, okay, he needs to be neutered now. Let's re-roll this, and we'll get healing belt level 2. So ended up finally making him an appointment and getting him neutered. And yesterday, in addition to having to do all of that tractor work, I had to see about him when he got back in the evening. So just didn't have any video time yesterday. I hate when that happens, because as those of you that have been around Joe's channel for a while know that he went through some stuff a little while back with his health, and it took him a long time to get back to it. But he had so much momentum built from his channel that he really, you know, it slowed him down, and it didn't slow him down for long. Like, he's doing great. This cast rate is irrelevant because I have a ton of refresh that is only going to be slowed down by my auto casting. But Rainbow Electric Web is admittedly really good too. Let's oh man, I want Dark Young because it's bigger, but I'm gonna take Rainbow Electric Web. The rate of fire is better too. So all right, you see how Rainbow Electric Web is just going off here? What we need to do is we need to see if there's a way to make this even better. And I think the answer is yes. First, let's just take off this, and then we're gonna move these up. So boom, boom, boom. All right, now that we have that established, let's move that boundary stone stand here. And then we have room for 4 more spells. Then we can put our expansion stone in and have a fairly long wand. All right, now, can we make this better? Split definitely makes it better. It does slow it down some. It does slow it down some. Another split would do what? It is going to do that, but you know what? I think I am going to put all 3 splits here for now, because I will auto merge them, okay? I will auto merge them and turn them into split plus, and it'll give me some more room here. Plus, I have split here. I think I can put more Venom here and here in order to make this even better. And I don't know if Chain Lightning does anything here. It does. That would be some extra Venom as well. Okay. What I could do instead, just to still have Venom there, I am going to just move this over. Hold up. I need to do it like this. I need to put it before it if I want it. Yeah. All right, now the Venom's there. Now I just have 1 stack of Venom on these, but it'll continue to just do its thing. And then Split can go right here, and it'll be great. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So, let's go check out the Scarlet Relic room. Oh, Second Brain. We can discount potion it. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Second Brain. We only have 20. You know what? We might as well take Prospector's Vest now. We're gonna be at 6 health. Been here before, right? Been here before. Who cares? We are fine with that. Okay. So we go to the next room, or the next chapter, I should say. And this auto-crafted to Split Plus. So we put Split Plus here. And now you can see that it's just absurd right now. Absurd. Okay, we are definitely going to go for some max health here. Definitely. Oh, yeah, the Venom stacking, baby. The Venom stacking. It doesn't take us long to kill stuff. The problem is, things gotta die over time, usually. Like, I am doing a little bit of damage or whatever, but it takes time for the poison to tick. What it really adds up is, like, bosses and stuff. That's where it really adds up. I just forgot a key. Dang it! Sorry, guys. Sorry. I was moving too fast. Alright. Yeah, I don't even know if the damage that we're doing is being buffed by our magic bullet. So that's something I'm gonna need to test in the room, the shop. I'm gonna need to test it in the shop to see if my poison DPS goes up. Okay, which is kind of tricky to tell you the truth. All right, we're gonna go max health again. Whoa, they're coming in hot. Hot and fast, man. Hot and fast. Ouch. Okay, thank you. Snap my fingers. Do you stare? You could do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey! That's Lil Jon, man. I heard that the other day in my car. I was snapping my fingers, too. When taking damage, you're teleported to a random location. You know, why not? Why not? I don't think it does too terrible of things. Oh, this room again. I'm fairly certain that I could turn everything off. Sometimes I just do this a few times and see if I notice a pattern get established, and I'll be like, oh, that's lucky. And it turns out that today is not one of those days. Yeah, I just keep going in the same pattern. I know there's a method to the madness or whatever, but I'm not gonna trip. Let us go for shop again and see if we can get some Venoms. Another Rebound is legendary. How many keys do we have right now? 7? Probably okay not to have to worry about that. Shapeshifter is good. Double cast is also good. Time stasis. I think we just go for a bigger one, actually. So this is a rare, and there's no rares that we actually want for rerolls. So I don't think we have to worry about this. All right, so let's take away Magic Bullet, and I'm gonna count to 10, and I'm gonna do DPS on this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I'm doing 15.5k, and my DPS is roughly 16k. All right, let's reset it, and then I'm going to put this on, and we're gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the DPS is 25k. It is substantially higher, so this is a good thing to do. I figured it would be, but I didn't know by how much, okay? Right now, we're going to do Rebound on here. Actually, yeah, we're going to do double instead, multi-shot. That's just 2 Venoms instead of 1. And then, instead of Chain Lightning here, why don't we do multi-shot here? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I think this is better. All right. So, no need to refresh. I could look at the wands. It's possible that I will find a wand that is cheap enough. I can't afford any of these right now. Mimic Cube is kind of hard to pass up because you could just put it on another Venom. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. All right. We doing even more poison damage than we were doing from before. Okay. Albeit we are doing a little bit slower. It's double casting, so I think it's fine. But yeah, we're starting to put a lot of poison stacks on stuff, man. It goes really, really fast. Hourglass of Time here is nice, but I don't think we need it. I think relic option, yeah, we'll go for Fortune Earrings. We will re-roll and we'll get spell options +1. This allows us to get more options for Venom, which is ideally a lot more important than resurrecting with a few. Colorful Cloak I do not want because it will screw up poison. It will screw up poison I do not want. We take it every run because it's an amazing relic. But for this particular setup, we do not want it. Because it's going to share some of the damage with things like cold and slow and yeah. Alright, Boundary Stone Time and Split. We'll take both of these. And that is, how many splits now we got? 2. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Get another key for that, and we'll go for relics again, since we can get double relics now with our double head thing. Second mind or second brain is very, very strong. Very strong indeed. Okay. Mask of the Hexer, don't need it. Do not need it. We want reduce the spell cooldowns, casting intervals, and scatter by up to 60% when stationary. That does not change my my automated stuff. I think I will just take Invisible Wings. I'll take Talisman of Focus anyway, just in case we don't use automated on everything. But right now, our cast rate is substantial. At some point, if we have a big enough one and we can make it work well, we'll try to do something with the cast runes, because you can get some very speedy stuff with cast runes, especially with lasers. So essentially what you can do is make something charge extremely fast by casting spells extremely fast and double some stuff up. It's, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I did one cast rune video on my older channel, and it's crazy. Some people were asking too about my older channel. I have been a YouTuber right around 12 years, guys, and what are we trading in here? Essence of Soul? No. Let's trade in cereal. I've been a YouTuber, I don't know, since 2011. Okay? Not full-time since 2011. It took me a few years to go full-time, but this is Free Revolution. We're not going to use that. Can we craft it? No. It's a dud. Anyway. This guy should die really fast here. Yeah. Super fast. Alright, that's boss killing, baby, with the Venom. But yeah, I was on the platform for a long time. Oh, holy crap, Venom Crystal is crazy. Rebound Plus is also crazy. Laser Plus is, its cooldown goes, so I'm definitely going to want it. And we will lock and lock, because we're going to want those plus spells to be able to reroll at some point, okay? We're going to change this to that, and we're going to change this to this. And then the Mimic Cube can go... It's a good question. The Mimic Cube... I don't think we can fit it right now. But we will at some point. I want to go to shop, but I think we need more wand to be able to really, like, start really focusing on more Venoms. It is nice to be able to collect them, but not in the place of relics. I don't think we sacrifice double relics in order to go to a shop that we might find one Venom that we can't even use right now, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, my old channel, naturally, you know, when you've been doing anything for 12 years, you get kind of bored after a little while. And, you know, you try some stuff. I am going to go with Prospector's Gloves. More money is always good. Never hurts. So yeah, after being on the platform for that long, you know, you end up wanting to try different stuff. And, you know, at slow points in views, trying different strategies, playing different games, getting tired of the games that I was successful playing at one time, like Minecraft and Ark, and moving on to variety content, especially roguelikes. You know, after a little while, it just turned into, actually, I want this too. It just turned into something that I couldn't sustain with any sanity, so I started trying different stuff. And after years, hold on one more time. Ooh, Mimicry Cube Plus. That's insane, man. Well, now I kind of need to do this. Yes. And now that we have 2 Venoms here, hold tight. Now that we have 2 Venoms here, I'm sorry, make that 3 Venoms. And Rebound. And Rebound. And Laser. Oh, there's no fall on it, though. No fall on it right now. I mean, that's still okay. That is still okay. It still shoots fast. So that's fine. The bad thing, though, is here, I could really benefit from more Venom. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take this split and put it here. For more splits here. And then I'm going to take Boundary Stone and put it here. And that just makes it speed up some more. Actually, let's change that out. Let's make Boundary Stone go here. That makes it faster. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so anyway, long story short, over time, then I used to optimize my videos for SEO as well, like search engine optimization, like almost like the way, like, how would you do this, you know? Not really a guide format, but Let's Plays and all that stuff kind of died out for a little while, and that's what my channel started on too. So the way that YouTube prioritized discoverability for videos, and just in general, like over time, just changing my style and my content, and I ended up just not being able to get my videos discovered no more. Like, my YouTube would not show my videos to people. So I ended up deciding, and I was starting to do more roguelike content, and this is much more sustainable mentally, because the runs are always different, the games are always different, you know, it's not the same old every day, like people just playing Valorant all day. I don't see how people do it. Like, I did it for a long period of time, but you know, in multiplayer games, I know it's different because it's competitive. But I just needed something different. So I wanted to do variety, and this was my way to do it. We'll try Unstable Red here. Hey, we won. Good. Actually, I could use Petrification Potion. I mean, Midas Potion somewhere too. Let's go to Relics again. And you know what? We'll use the Midas Potion right now. So yeah, I ended up making a new channel because no matter what I did, I asked AI to, like, help me try to figure out how I can get more views on my videos again, tried to upload old stuff again just to see, and unfortunately I was not doing real well. Dang, man, that was a bad roll. Unfortunately, it was not working. I even considered deleting a whole bunch of videos instead of just privating them or unlisting them or whatever, in order for the channel to, like, get recognized as a roguelike channel. But it didn't work. And I did that for months and months and months and months and months until I finally decided, you know what? I'm just gonna make a new channel. And I know how to do it now, you know, which I think is obvious. I'm not as entertaining as people like Joe, but I do a pretty good job explaining systems, and I think that's where my strength's at. Let us re-roll into Lucky Bell is great. And, oh, I don't know. I guess we can do... Yeah, let's do Cloud Piercer just in case we'd have to shoot through walls at some point. Yeah, so I think I know how to do it now, and as long as you stay very niche specific and don't deviate out of there, people kind of know what to expect. Now, I will say that I've already, like, roguelikes are already almost too big of a niche by themselves. I kind of want to re-roll this Essence of Soul here, but I don't want to spend the money yet. Roguelikes are almost too big by themselves not to have a separate channel for, like, I mean, let's face it. There's a number of people that watch both, a bunch of different types of videos, but a lot of what I see the big difference is in stuff like deck builders and turn-based games versus like action roguelikes. Like, it's very, very, very different, you know? And it's a different mindset. And I honestly love both games, but maintaining and growing 2 channels seems a little bit crazy. So yeah, let's remove this curse just in case. Yeah, I honestly, and I forgot a coin there, dang it. Honestly, I think it's fine. Now, what I don't want to do is like go into like incrementals or anything like that. First of all, incremental games, some of them are really good, but people are already kind of like graphics snobs, and those people that do like incrementals, that enjoy the systems enough to kind of overlook the graphics, are fine. But I will say, just like survivors like games, like anything that has survivor type stuff, like the horde survival games, they can be very, 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 very low budget, low quality, like, and like the graphics and stuff. And I don't mean like pixel, I'm talking about like just who made this. Was this like an elementary AI vibe coded deal, you know? Like some of them look very, very bad. Like it's just a few dots, you know, and you just click a button and do upgrades and then click a button again. Like some of those games, I ain't gonna lie, I watch a lot of them. I fall asleep to do a lot of them. Like Idle Cub, I admit his tenacity to be able to play those games, and he actually finds a lot of enjoyment in it. I just can't do it. I can't play them, especially for as long as they need to be played to really see end game. Staff of Wisdom here is really big. Crimson Thorn I do not need. 2 Mimic Cubes are very nice to have, but it is not worth it. I will say though that $777 I think here has to go. And I will do Staff of Wisdom to do it. Alright. So now we have kind of all the things that we had before, but this is an even bigger wand, right? So there are a number of things that I could do. I can increase stand. I could put split again. I can put radius increase because of fall. Yeah, all of this ends up being pretty good. I need another tracking to really make all of this hum. But I tell you what, going here and changing some of this out, like, hear me out. Rebound, and Laser Plus right here are probably better. Then getting rid of 1 split and 1 radius, and adding Venom Crystal and another Venom. Probably better. And taking 1 more split and doing the same thing with Venom. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 4. But it's doubling. I don't know. But the split plus is helping here drastically, and so is the rebound plus. So I don't know, guys. It's kind of a toss-up which way I want to go here. But I think this can be turned off for now. And yeah, for now we're gonna roll like this, okay? We're just gonna roll like this. Let's go look at the Scarlet Relic room. Ooh, baby, Soulbone Mantle is so good, and so is Replica Gloves. I will take both of these. Honestly, I would love unlimited keys too, but it's not that big of a deal. Not a super huge deal. So yeah, I started my new channel in June, and it's been going very well. It's been going very well, guys. I will say that, you know, eventually I'm forecasted to do very well. It might take me a little bit. I think I'm going to get rid of Free Revolution here. Yeah, it's going to take me a little while to get to where I want to go, but it'll get there. I'm full-time right now, and I live very, very far beyond my means. My wife also has a successful career. She's she works for a local retailer as a receiving clerk and has a nice hourly wage. She's not trying to get promoted. She's been offered several times to be like a manager and stuff, and she didn't want to do all that. She wants to be able to just work her shift and go home. And ouch. And honestly, I am super fine with that, you know. And for me personally, I have all the freedom in the world to do whatever I want, and it works out very good. Very good. All right. Man, I could go with multi-shot here, but I would lose it here, but I can easily do split with it. You know what? I might do that. Let's take all of these multi-shots out for the next room, and we will go for Anvil finally. And then we get multi-shot plus, which we can do right here. And then for this, we're gonna just do split. Okay. All right, so split works with this, and we're good. All right, now let's see what we can do here. So we want to re-roll a few things here. Let's re-roll Rainbow. Maybe it's worth keeping that. I don't know. No, we don't need that. Ooh, Dazzling Fireworks is interesting. Might keep that. Definitely don't need Echo. Might actually need energy saving mode at the end of the day. Don't need forced cooldown. That helps drastically too. I don't want to combine Venoms, not yet at least, because you actually get more value off 3 Venoms than you do a combined Venom. As you can see here, 2 stacks of poison, 1 slot. 1 stack of poison, 1 slot. You combine 3 to get +2. It does save room, and it can be better, especially if we would combine some of these wands, but right now I think it's better to hold off, okay? And I don't have enough Venoms to really do what I want to do here, but essentially what would be nice is going laser, and then something like Shadow Serpent with all of these trackings and everything else, and then Dazzling Fireworks and splitting it and getting Rebound and Fall. I just need a much, much, much bigger wand. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of range boost here. Resonance is good. I don't think I want to get rid of that. I'm not going to be focused on... Ooh, yes. Expansion Stone is good. Hold on, I might be able to change the build drastically here too. Also, we will combine, since we have the ability to right now, we will combine one of the time runes in. And now we can do something... We could do something relatively powerful. Okay, so for now, let's just take these out. Let's just take it out. All right. So I have area boost. If I put the expansion stone here, everything gets boosted. Okay, again, we're not worried about DPS, so reducing the final damage, not a big deal. Venom is what we're after, okay? Then we can put an expansion stone on here. And again, it just adds to the total amount of potential things, okay? Now, we want to add the Venom crystals with the magic upgrade and the Venom crystal again. Actually, if we did Venom plus, it gets plus plussed. Maybe we do want to add 2 Venoms here. Hold on, combine. This is scary, but I think it's worth it. Okay, I think it's worth it. We're gonna go for more Venoms, but this is 2 Venom plus pluses here. All right, now, if we go with Mimicry, we're gonna want the Mimicry cubes here. And those are Venom, Venom, Venom. We're gonna want Fall somewhere in here, a couple of Rebounds, and a Split. We're gonna want the Multi-Shot. We're gonna want Boundary Stone and Boundary Stone. Then I think possibly another Boundary Stone. Okay, we'll see. Then we also want Rebound plus. Now, the question is, okay, so tracking and fall, we both need. Oh, we already have fall. So tracking is fine. And then we want laser plus, wherever that went. Laser plus. Okay, so now we're getting double the shots and the split. Okay, we're getting rebounds, so everything's looping back right here. I'm pretty sure I can quadruple this, but I think I need to take split away first. If I take split, this goes it into 3. This goes it into 4. If I did this with this, that's probably a lot. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's see how far my damage can go up. All right, let's just see. So right now I'm at 450k damage, 492, 534. I know it's kind of hard to see because everything's so green. It is going to cap out at some point, I think. Okay, I'm at 1 million damage. 1.1 million? Golly, it's okay. 1.23 million is where it caps out at, and it took quite a little while to get there. Okay, so if I took this away and just put like split plus and another rebound, we just put it back and see how fast it climbs. I don't know. It seems like it's climbing faster, doesn't it? It does seem like it's climbing faster. And I do go above the threshold too. Okay, so it is better. Well, now... I don't know. I don't know. I think that it's fine to have Magic Bullet here. Yeah, I think it's fine to do this. And that way I still am going to do some shenanigans with that. And you know what? I'm going to put fall on it too, so it goes wherever my cursor is at. So I'm always debuffing stuff. And I think ultimately this is probably best. All right, let's do it like that. I don't have much room clear, but man, my damage is absurd. Also, a significant portion of my strength is based on when I'm staying still, which can be very, very hard to pull off at times, so we got to be careful. Let's do Healing Belt and, oh my goodness, Endless Elixir is crazy. So when we use a potion, we have a chance to get another potion, which is going to give us MP and HP and all of that stuff. Okay, this is pretty easy, I think. Okay. Oh, I screwed up. Nice. Then we go here. And then all we gotta do is just connect these two. And we, whoa, magic bullet plus plus. Insane pull, dude. Well, that's gonna buff the heck out of our damage. That's so good. That is so good. I don't know how that happened. Wow, stupid luck, huh? Crazy luck. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The hardest part about this is standing still just for a second so that we can get the maximum amount of poison applications. All right, definitely want to go relics again. All right. Yeah, these things have a lot of HP, and without a significant amount of poison, we would have trouble. Magician's Robe we don't want. Expanding the effect radius of spells, amazing. Treant Shoulder Guard is also very good for more shield. We'll refresh one more time. Pandora's Box, we can start re-rolling stuff for that. I like the idea of that a lot. Wind Listening Ear is good, okay? But I think we're gonna start re-rolling Magic Bullet. And we don't have any levitation potions. Do I have that flight spell? I do. So invisible wings are up. If I fall, I take damage and I start flying, so I can grab these. Dusty Treasure upgrades Healing Belt, which is amazing. All right. Then we have another here. Okay, some more shield. We don't need to go to the anvil. Okay, we can continue to re-roll that. Actually, I think we'll just change it to another laser. Because that spell could be good. Or you know what? Let's change it to Chain Lightning instead. Yeah, because we're not going to use Chain for anything. Okay. I don't even know if I would get Chain Lightning off of this, do I? It's hard for me to see. Yes, it is creating Chain Lightning, but I don't know how fast. It's probably not as good as a Rebound. I would have to test it in a room, but you could literally fart around with builds like this forever. You know what I mean? For min-maxing. And I used to do that pretty consistently, but the amount of time it takes to like figure out like just how to go from 500,000 to 1 million is one thing. Changing from 1 million to 5 million, or 5 million to 100 million, or 100 million to 1 billion is realistically much more complicated and probably not worth. Probably not worth. Okay, changing to butterflies, I don't need that. We can combine split here, which we will. We could go for more venoms, which ultimately could help as well. But it's hard to turn down relics. Very hard to turn down relics. Yeah, and we still cast while we move, and we just cast a lot faster when we aren't moving because of Boundary Stone Stand. Ouch. Well, we're flying now. We needed to do that anyway. We didn't need to do that. I will take Wind Listening Ear here. And Healing Belt level 5. So every potion that we use now, like, we're gonna use this Unstable Blue because regardless if we get minus MP or not from a bad roll, we technically go up in total stuff. See, Agility Potion, it's gonna give us more MP, HP. We got the speed from that. It's very good to have. Very good. And we have Endless Decanter too, which is potentially going to allow us to get multiple potions. That was an easy boss fight. Very, very easy. Okay. All of these things are insane. Tracking plus. These magic converters are really good. I'm gonna grab it. So, if we take away stand and stand, we're down to time here. But if we put mana converter, it's back fast again. So we don't necessarily need stand here, which means we can add something more profound. Track plus for sure we're gonna grab. And then I'm guessing, can we do? Yeah, split plus actually holds it. So we got 2 split pluses now, which is insane. All right. Yeah, this looks really good, man. This looks really good. We could actually use some more capacity stones. We really could. Let's go with anvil. And we get parasite. We can re-roll a few times with this. Let's re-roll. Oh, this is to combine. Hold on. Do we want to combine anything? No. We don't have anything to combine, really. Let's re-roll parasite. Okay, we got another laser plus, which is good to have. That's 2. We will try to re-roll the shadow serpent. Okay. Okay. They keep giving me stuff I could potentially use. Let's re-roll this boundary stone cast. Okay, spell prototype is pretty darn good, because I can make a mimicry cube. Okay, and now instead of the other mimicry cube only buffing poison, it buffs poison plus now, which is better in the long run. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do here, by the way, is add my boundary stone stands. That way the magic bullets is flying. I don't think I break a cap on that. I get more from the magic bullets from here. Okay. We have room for another Venom or something. We definitely want to do that. Let's see if we can re-roll a few things here. So I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, another split is actually not bad. Okay, this is also very good. That just gives me more room again. More room again. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna have 2. I'm gonna literally have 2 spots open for these. So let's re-roll the... Oh no, we need to do it on here. We need to re-roll the pluses, like this one. Lightning, oh baby. That's good stuff. Another Venom plus is amazing. All right, and I think the Shadow Serpent we can go for as well. Another Venom. Insane. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so now, just to show you guys how fast we scale, we're already at 505K. We're already at 1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. I guess you guys get the point. Okay, it's absurd, and I think that's all we need to do here. Let's just go get some money. Let's just go get some money, because the damage now that we have is very in-game worthy. Now, there are a ton of different ways to apply poison in this game, y'all. A ton. One of the more interesting ways that I've found here is the high pressure water gun. But the bad thing about that particular spell is that for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but I think I remember from the comments that I tried it on other videos in the past. It's very unoptimized, and it can just wreck your frames. Like, if there's one way to crash a game, it's to build a water gun run. I can definitely screw up my game with that. So I stopped trying to do those. Hunter's Talisman I actually hate, so we're not going to use that. But yeah, but it does apply a lot of poison very, very quickly. But the fastest way that I've found by far is one of the spells that we have not gotten here, and it's a prism. So there's a prism spell in the game that's technically not a spell. It's like a passive. You get a little orbital around you, and it homes in on enemies that are nearby and ends up giving you and does damage over time. Now, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does stack poison, and it stacks it very, very fast. So there's a number of different ways you could do that. If we take off a rebound here, I don't know if I'm gaining any speed doing this. I'm gonna make sure that I don't mess up what I currently have, because we're min-maxing for no reason at that point. But now I do have two different things going fast here. I don't know how fast we could possibly apply poison, but we're probably at the cap for spell casting. Ouch. Dang, man. Very hard to dodge those kind of projectiles. Very hard. It is nice when you have a bunch of movement speed and you're flying, though. It does help a little bit. Okay, beautiful. All right. Beastfang, I don't think helps us a whole bunch. Movement speed, I was just talking about it, would help to have some. And you know what? Prospector's Pickaxe. It does help damage-wise. It's just not nearly as effective. 25% of current coins is pretty good. We'll go Treasure Potion here. Enemy regeneration +6. That really doesn't affect us. Another Treasure Potion. Endless Decanter paying off. Lockpick Potion. Who cares? We'll just use it. It opened our chest for us. Wealth Potion would give us some more money. We'll wait on that, though. We will wait. We'll go spells here. In case we can get some more Venom, we can use that to combine stuff and even go crazier with a wand. Yeah, a little bit more room clear would be nice, so that all of my spell concentration wouldn't have to target something single. But, you know, keep in mind that we could be doing stuff like, for instance, Reflect. That might help a lot, actually, instead of one of these rebounds. Just not for bosses, but just in general. I think Reflect might work with some things, but like opening, oh, I didn't realize I was out of keys. Rip, man. Uh-oh. All right, I do need to go to a shop. I completely overlooked that. What is this thing? We don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, I will go to the next shop then. But yeah, we could use Area of Effect to get a bigger, like the expanding radius. We could use that to get bigger, better room clear. But I think Reflect here is doing pretty good because it's hitting multiple enemies now. So that's good. Actually, Reflect kind of saves us. It usually nerfs damage, but it's not something that we have to worry about. Shadow Serpent Plus is okay, but not necessarily what I want. We could get an Expansion Stone Plus if we tried to reroll a rare. So let's do that a few times. Cthulhu is actually not bad to have, just helping us out. Man. See, that's the only thing. Room clear can really screw you up, but we have so much shield. Not a big deal. It's these enemies that are rough because they literally are hurting us pretty bad. Okay, so if we go Cthulhu, I'm just going to put Cthulhu here, and we'll go with Strong Traction right here. And Cthulhu, we just cast him one time, and he's out. You know what? I am going to do one thing real quick. I'm just going to give him some poison. We're going to summon a poison Cthulhu. And he just stays out now. That's about it. It's not anything that's build essential or whatever, but now he can actually pack on poison. Boss is probably going to kill him like immediately, but that's fine. And we're at boss, so should be easy. We'll see how fast we could kill this guy. Probably not going to be record time, but it's going to be pretty good. I mean, that was pretty easy. Pretty easy. Is that it? I don't remember if he has a second phase or not. Nope, that's it. Pretty simple. Okay, Abundance Blessing. Gaia's Blessing is a much bigger wand. So instead of Rainbow Electric Web, I think we take it. And all right, hold tight, guys. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. We'll optimize a little bit here, okay? We're gonna get Cthulhu out of here. And then we're going to do... Oh wait, that's already extended. Why is this one so long then? Oh, because I have expand... Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. All right, let's do that. Let's move everything up top. Now this ain't going nowhere, okay? And move and move and move and move and move and move and move. I don't know if this was any longer than my other one. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Simultaneous casting makes me think that this could be interesting though. I don't know if I'm doing anything else with the laser here. I'm really not sure. I could be. I'm really unsure. Oh well. I think dwelling on it is just gonna make us crazy. Okay, drill. We get another slot with drill, so that is definitely worth it. And we can put one of our rebounds back on here now. Oh, we could have did that with the boss too. Man. Could have did it with the boss. Okay. Do we want the Hourglass of Time? We'll take it. We may as well. We only have 14 health. It's not like we sacrificing a whole lot to do that. And I think now we essentially just try to combine a few things. Like maybe get more Venoms and combine them would be fine, like in the shop. Also, we can trade out for stuff like the Shadow Serpent Plus. And do... You know, honestly, this could be good too. If we did Magic Bullet with Fall... and Resonance Rune. I hear it going off. It's only one Resonance Rune, so that would be a lot better. But we could do like Shadow Serpent right here, and that would be a lot of extra damage. And if we put one like Venom Plus on it, I think it would be really good. It'd just be extra poison. Matter of fact, if we did splits here, it's even better. And we can do another rebound right here instead. Now, it's going to be very, very messy, but that's probably much more optimal, right? Much, much, much more optimal. Do we want to anvil anything? Honestly, I don't think so. I think we just re-roll for Venoms here. There's one. Grab it. And you know what? We can put Rune Hammer right here. And that'll give us some Venom. Oh, but we are going to want... we can do Venom on this guy real quick. But then... Well, maybe we should move everything down to the Staff of Wisdom here then. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That way it kind of combines everything. Oh, if I do this, then the Rune Hammer will spin. And then I will put Venoms all the way up front. There we go. All right, now we're talking. So I still want to see. Let's go here and see if we can get anything. Lockpick potion, unlock all chests. I don't need any more keys. Movement speed is good to have, so I'll use that. Holy water randomly removes a curse. We have one curse. We'll take it. Oh, you know what? We should be using our wealth potion before we use any more money. Let's do that. All right, perfect. And there was a potion here. Removes all curses. No, we don't need that. Tears of the Goddess removes 5 curses. No, I think we are pretty good aside for that. Let's grab this shield. Let us... Ooh. Standardization is good, but I think we're okay in terms of wands. I think it's fine. We can get multi-shot here, which multi-shot just makes the snake thing work even better. And let's grab this. And then we just go to the boss and see how we do with Thunder Beast. It should be a massacre. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what that even looks like in terms of damage. 2.89 million is pretty darn good. Okay, we get more coins, we get max health, and we go next. I know it's a mess right now in terms of what you're looking at on your screen, but... Okay, he has a second phase, sort of, so we couldn't one-shot him, but he's dead now. He dead now. Okay. Grab these. Next boss, I think it's Rafflesia. We might, she might second phase as well. Nope, she did. See, toward the end, like, builds come together in ways that are just absurd. Let's see, we can do... let's get a relic option, and who cares, MP regeneration. I don't think it really matters right now. We'll do shop and try to get some more venom. We can get shield. We can get... another double. And another venom. Hot dog and a little bit more shield. Then we just add the other venom here. And we add the other double. It slows it down a little bit, but still it's like double. It's crazy good. All right, and now we can just go next, right? Yeah. Let's just go next to the Apostle. Yeah, toward the end, the build just gets nuts. Oh, I have the hammer is on. The hammer is not spinning because it's on a deal with tracking. So it's not gonna spin. So it's kind of just in the way. We could do it on fall right there, but I think it's just novelty. We don't need that stinking hammer. Everything is turning into Cool Whip right in front of our faces anyway. Saber and Buddy, we just pick our target here. They both gonna take so much damage so fast. All right, beautiful. Prospector's gloves, knight's boots. We'll go with demon bone tail. And electrified crown works really well. Y'all already know. Works extremely well on the last boss, on the producer. which by the way should not be a problem, especially if we use the right wand this time. Oh my god. Listen, online guys, what can I say? You know, you do some embarrassing stuff sometimes. Like not using the right wands. I thought about it too. You know, the dishonest trickster in me was like, maybe I could just say I was trolling him for engagement bait, but I really wasn't. Listen, the transparency was low. And I just assumed that it was the right wand. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking it was the wrong wand, bruh. I wasn't even thinking about that. What can you do, you know? What can you do? Okay. We don't have any keys here, so mind lock hole is terrible. For every 2... Okay, this can actually be pretty decent on the last boss. Grants immunity to slow. I don't think we need to worry about here. We will do... soul bone armor. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, last video I didn't even use the right one, and we still won, which is crazy. Like, to me, that's what's ignorant, is because I can still win by doing stupid stuff like that. It's absurd. All right, let's see if we can get another Venom, shall we? We can do another split, which, granted, that's probably good enough. Another laser, another hammer. No, none of that. And we can do a sacrifice potion here to do a sacrifice, and then a duplication potion to duplicate those. Can't even tell what I'm doing because there's so many snakes on the screen. All right. Anything from here? Locksmith potion, double keys, restore health, reforge potion, invisibility potion. No. Let's take this multi and put it here. And then we'll take the split and put it here. Now this slows down considerably. That's the only thing that I don't like here. So it's a little bit too much, I think. Let's take away the splits. I'll tell you what we do. This will make it extremely cheap to use this if we combine this to the next room. So now we have a multi-shot plus instead, and we can put 2 of the splits right here. Probably still a little bit too slow, huh? Yeah, I think this is better. I think it's better now. All right. Endless Devour. I don't know if we even fought this guy together since we've been playing MAGICRAFT again, but he's gonna die just like the rest. He does have 2 different phases. Ouch. Okay, that was his first phase. Now his second phase is gonna go all around the border of the screen, but we're not even gonna move the mouse cursor. We just target him, and that's the build, ladies and gentlemen. Huge, 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 huge damage. And now the producer is the only thing left. And we're going to absolutely obliterate him. We could do emergency shield if we need to. We could do shield potion if we need to. Yeah, we got him. I don't think it's going to be a problem. We're going to kill him really, really quickly. Plus, we have crown. And we don't have wind listening here, but we pretty much have all the tools to beat him super easy. All right, and we're just gonna keep on him. Oh yeah. Very, very simple build right here. Very simple. So in terms of damage, like you can see the damage scaling like ridiculously. 82 million, 90 million. I hit 100 million damage. And if we look at total damage for the run, 124 million. So I literally did 4 times the damage on this last boss than I did the rest of the actual run with this build. Crazy, huh? Guys, that's the Reaper. Let me know in the comments if you want to see new save file run. If enough of you tell me that you do, I'll do it. I'll label it as such as well. Now That way you'll know if you don't care to watch that type of stuff. But for the most part, I still have a couple classes that I would like to show you for the MAGICRAFT series. One being Bing, one being the Alchemist set. We haven't done a Dave in a while. We could literally do the original, but it just doesn't add a whole bunch. And the Soul set is interesting as well because everything is automated on these. But let me know, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give me some dap on that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.